All right, she's alive. I at least know it runs now. I still don't have a dash miles reading. And I also don't have the CTS screen. But I'm hoping that's just a fuse. And then I had to prime this fuel system. There it is, new filters. I filled them up, filled both of them up obviously with diesel. And then up here, since the relay is not working from the truck or from the key, I had to jump it anyway. So what I did is I loosened the fuel line that's going into the CP3 or whatever the hell this is, the injector system, and jumped it from right here, just giving it power. I'd tap it on and off, and then I had this loose. I'd let the air bleed out, and then as I was tightening it, I'd flip it a few more times so that I got all fuel when I was tightening it. And then soon after that, I turned the key and it fired right up. I could probably show an example. I wish there was a clutch cancel button on this thing, but I don't think there is. Even in Nucci, it doesn't freaking start. Oh, in gear. Whoopsie daisies. At least it engaged though. See, it's too difficult to be pressing the button and starting it, but you heard it run there. I got to figure out the fuel system. If anybody knows, I was going to hook it to a switch and then just flip the switch on to have constant power and delete all this pretty much and just have it on a flip switch instead of the key. Does anybody know? I'd imagine just like a gas job, especially on a diesel, you don't want any air or any of that in there. So I would think it runs full time. One cycles back to the tank on the fast system, and then one cycles back from the motor to the tank as far as a pressure regulator. And I deleted the fuel filter back there. I don't know if you can see that. It's tight now that everything's installed. But all that should be working full time, and that's the purpose of it. So I'm thinking if I just put the fuel pump on a flip switch, I'll hide it somewhere, and then I can click it on, and it'll kind of be a safety feature. So hopefully nobody steals it, put it in somewhere nobody would think to see. And that might be what I do. If anybody knows if that's fine or not, I'd imagine it is. Let me know, but I'm excited. That was the first time I let out the clutch under any pressure. It did move forward a little bit, even though it is lifted up in the air, because I had to align the rear drive shaft. I replaced the carrier bearing. I also drilled out the bolt holes. You should do that. Go to the next size up. I noticed this one was walking in there because the bolts weren't big enough. So that's all done and upgraded. And the truck, pretty much, throw the hood on it and test drive it. I'm still circulating water through. I haven't got it up to temp yet. I need to get the fuel system hooked up because I've been pressing this button on and on to feed this thing power, but I don't know, like I said, if it's on full time or if it's the computer is telling it to when to turn on or turn up, or I would imagine it's just constant power would make the most sense to me. Then if you get on it, it's there. And if you're not, it just sends it back to the tank through the fuel regulator. But it does start up nice. It starts up clean. Sounds so much better with a full exhaust, or it doesn't sound better, the way you want to look at it. I like the fact that it's quiet. We had hood stacks out of blue, and it was just too much racket. So I'm happy. I can't wait. I'm hoping it's just a fuse on the dash and the OB2 sensor or whatever that computer plug-in is in there. But lots of progress. Lots of progress. Stoked. She's alive. And the clutch seems good. It feels pretty good on the pedal. I might need to adjust it a little bit, but I won't know until I'm able to drive it. So it's kind of the goal for today. See what she do.